Step in the box, baseball fans. Welcome back to another episode of Batter Up with Brett and John. What is happening tonight, John?
Oh, I am doing well. Just got home from archery. It feels like we just did this. That's right.
It
We
was
did
Saturday.
this like 4 days ago. So we're back on our normal night, which was Thursday. We did this for many times on Thursday night. We got a few topics to talk about tonight. Hopefully, you guys are in the box, ready to go, have a good time. I'm going to let Brett lead us out with the first topic for today's episode.
Yeah, the Tops Industry Conference, guys. Lots of news. I mean, a lot. Let's uh, let's start with where's the list? I have the list of the products that aren't coming back
Oh, yeah, I didn't make a
next year.
but I think I recall most of them by
Let,
memory.
let me go through the ones that aren't coming back. Archive. So top for those of you watching who haven't found out, I'm sure many of you have. There's some products that Tops is not bringing back in 2023. They're shelving them. Archive snapshots, not going to miss it. Bowman Chrome X, not going to miss it. Clearly authentic, I'm not going to miss it. Tops Fire, which usually I'd say, but last year was awesome. The hobby
Yeah,
box is for $80.
good
I'm
rookie
actually surprised
class.
by that one. Tops
Agreed.
Gallery, they axed it.
Not gonna miss that one.
Gold Label, which I
Not
think it's a
gonna
cool
miss that.
product, but I don't miss it. Opening Day, which
No.
I'm not gonna miss it, but they keep talking about having products for
Kid.
entry level. It's
Yep.
perfect, but they're getting rid of it. And then I am not surprised that they're getting rid of Bowman First Edition. Um, so there's a list. They're cutting back, and so that was the first part of the industry that I saw. What do you think about that list?
So the one on that list that I think you said you're not gonna miss that I think I would miss is those snapshots boxes. Because for $25 for a guaranteed auto, those are always fun, even if the guaranteed auto is nothing great. And you can pull some fire. I mean, I'll never forget the first five I ever bought of that in 2021, and I pulled an Acuna auto out of it, numbered to 50. So you can pull some good cards. I've seen a lot of people pull Wits, and I haven't seen any Julios yet, but I've seen a couple Wits and Torque and Acuna for this generation of snapshots boxes. So I'm sad that that one went away. The rest of those, they can take them away. Opening day was just a different way to sell Series 1, in my opinion. There really wasn't much different. They had the Max Scott cards, they had different parallels, but really the base cards were just base cards of Top Series 1 with stamps on them. Kind of boring. So they needed to jazz that up a little bit. I think they're trying to take that big league product and sort of create it into the new marketable product for kids. Let's hope they don't overdo it. Because really what we need to see is that the collector experience is is the first and foremost thing in Top/Fanatics mind, because the more they try to just push a lot of something on people and try to create a lot of hype around it, yeah, it might have one or two good years, but then if they don't keep upping the game, people are either going to get bored of it, sick of it, or going to get turned off by the fact that the prices keep going up and the hit rates keep going down. I hate to break it to fanatics, but you cannot 10x the hobby and create a worse experience. So hopefully that's not where we're headed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wanted to wait on this, but I went into a Target after school that I usually start stocks on Tuesdays, and I haven't been to a Target for a while because there's nothing I really want to buy that's retail after seeing what they've done to retail. And I did a short on it, and the amount of product that's on the shelf. Usually, this store is totally empty. I mean, wiped after the first day. So he stocked on Tuesday. Here it's Thursday afternoon, and almost all the stuff is there. And if they're not going to make products that have hits in them, people are going to learn real fast that they're not going to buy them. And I know there's possible hits in them, but they're
Yeah.
such hard pulls. People aren't stupid. You might go to the well once, but you're
It's
not going to keep going back to the well.
what'll happen, and Ziggy No had a great video about this earlier today. I don't know if you tune into his channel much, but he talked about the industry conference for about 10 minutes. And you look at a lot of parallels between what happened with the once in a generation like spike during the pandemic, and you say, okay, how many more people entered the hobby during that time? What was it, 3 to 4 times the hobby participants that we've seen prior? Maybe 10. I don't know. Throw a number out there, right? Estimate between 4 and 5 times probably. People got sick and tired of paying that much, realizing how overprinted certain things were that had really no value and nobody really wanted them. The stuff sits on the shelves now. Now, I will give you an example in my area. I don't know what the deal is with my area. Restocks around here suck. I went to another Meijer today, same Meijer I go to every Thursday during my son's archery practice. Went over there to go buy a few other products, checked the card aisle, nothing. I mean, it looked like the pandemic. I have a short on my channel right now. It's like unbelievable. It's the tale of two cities. Your city you go to and you say, holy crap, the stuff is piling up. I go to my city and I say, where the hell is everything? And
It's
it's kind of like a head scratcher because I just don't think the stuff is even being stocked. I don't think I have a hard time believing that people are still buying shelves out of bad products, but there's nothing on the shelf.
I know it's mind-boggling to me too because I'm telling you, it's not like I'm in a dead zone here. I'm in one of the hottest zones around for sports card collectors. Back when there was competition, I mean, the Meyer had 70 to 100 people waiting. The Targets, it was nuts. The virtual lines were crazy. People were camping outside. So to see that much product is pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But so that was the Target restock. I before we keep going with the top industry summit, we might as well just keep hitting on it because I was going to wait on this, but I've had a lot of comments on my videos about they're not impressed with the jumbos that I've been opening, that they'd rather open retail. I can understand that for the price. And somebody mentioned like 250 bucks. I'm not buying jumbos at 250. I got them for 136, guys. And I'm sorry, I'm going to take a jumbo over buying a few hangers with the new stuff because I've seen enough videos from people that there just are not many hits in retail. You can hit it, but your odds are very, very low. I've been very happy with my jumbo boxes. So happy that I'm going to open the last 5. And
I'll ship the 2 that I have to you because I opened one last night for my first ever live, and it honestly was extremely mediocre. Although I was only into that box for $110 because I traded in a bunch of credit that I had from the Goldschmidt Judge, buyback
yeah,
programs. Didn't feel so bad about it. I don't even know if I could grade my way out of that one. I mean, it
yeah,
was kind
it
of
wasn't awful. It wasn't great.
it had some
Um,
numbered cards, but it wasn't great players. And I sold a couple items on eBay already, and I made like $10 back. So yeah, my down $100, but I still think there's some better cards that I still have in there, and I'll continue to try and work through it. I didn't sort through the base to make sure I didn't miss anything. That was kind of late last night, so maybe there's some stuff in there that I missed. But we'll have to see. Maybe I'll be lucky and put a complete set together out of it. Who knows?
yeah, oh yeah, the
But
jumbo you can get about a set and a half out of a jumbo.
the collation
Uh,
is kind of weird because I think I got several packs like twice.
yeah,
But
you get a couple guys twice. You get about half the set twice, and then the other set you're kind of scrambling. So 2 boxes you could usually put together a couple sets with a couple boxes if you get lucky. But the one thing that has my mind blown from the industry conference
yeah,
is Tom Brady autos and Bowman draft.
that's such a gimmick.
Dude, I get it, but
It's
let
such
me tell you what,
they're going to be stickers, right?
dude. But the thing is, it doesn't matter.
Maybe they're
It's
not.
the
I don't know.
GOAT. Dude,
But
it's the GOAT. And
I
the
know.
price on that product, I'm already telling you, Bowman Draft hobby boxes are going to double in price this year.
Well, that to me, what you just said there, if that's truly the case, that is the only way that Fanatics can 10x this hobby. They've got to get the Michael Jordan autos and the LeBron James autos back in the products that they make, because right now they don't make them anymore, and that probably is what increases the value of them. But if they did that, then yeah, everybody would go chase retail if they knew they could pull a LeBron auto out of it, or a Jordan auto, or Tiger Woods. They tried that last year with that Upper Deck kind of Sky whatever universe product, Metal Universe. Hard pulls, right? So I would say the Brady one's going to be kind of the same thing. It didn't really increase the value of, to know that you could pull a Tiger Woods auto or a Jordan auto, or I can't remember if you could pull a LeBron auto, but they were in that product, and it made those boxes are actually worth less now than when they printed them. So I don't know. I think it's kind of a gimmick.
It is, but dude, I think these Tom Brady cards are gonna be worth some serious bucks. I think it's
The
crazy.
cards
Plus,
might be, but I'm not sure the boxes will, because I think the pull rates are going to be insanely tough.
oh yeah, I think so too. But on top of it though, it's Bowman Draft. Like, dude, Bowman Draft. For some, I don't understand it because I've never been. I don't know why. I've always loved regular Bowman at the early part of the year. I haven't necessarily been a huge Bowman Draft guy because it's so expensive. But dude, there's some people who just take their whole allotment and only buy Bowman Draft every year, and that product is already the most expensive Bowman every year. I mean,
Right.
they're expensive, and so you add this, and then are the legendary refractors gonna be in this Bowman Draft too? That's something I didn't catch. I don't know if you caught that. Maybe somebody in the chat.
I When it comes to like Babe Ruth and other,
Yeah,
yeah, I think the case, I think it's true. Um, yeah, so one of those things, like if you do this once, you can't dip. It's like you can't dip back into that well again. So what do you do to top that the following year, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Well, here's
you
what
know
I
what I
heard.
mean? Like that's the game they got to play. If you play the game of, we're going to put this great thing in here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then you're going to love it. It's going to increase, interest. Okay, that's 1 year. What did you do the following year when you don't have a Tom Brady to add, when you
Yeah.
don't have a Babe Ruth to add because you ran out of ideas because you put them all in the first year? Then
Well,
what?
the
Right?
the two things I take from that is I don't know why they're adding Tom Brady to Bowman Draft because I mean I get it because he was drafted and he's in the product, but that product doesn't need help sold, in my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. That
So
you don't need to pad that one at all. It sells itself because of the prospecting.
so that was part of it. The other part of it is like with the legendary refractors, from what Brad at Underground Case Breaks was saying because he was at the summit that like they're gonna put Babe Ruth in there,
Mm-hmm.
and once they use them once, they're never going back. So it's a one-time deal with these guys. So
It
they can't just keep doing it. So it's an interesting thing.
Well, yeah, it's. I think there was a guy that talked about that with Magic the Gathering. I forget what his name is, but he makes a lot of Magic the Gathering videos, and they said the same thing. And then they got greedy and they wanted to keep using the same cards over and over again as reprints year after year, trying to increase the amount of product they make and to sort of bring people in. And it does drive people away at some point. So this is a very slippery slope they're going down. They can dip into this well one time, maybe it goes well, but like you said, if they do it over and over again, then it's sort of like, yeah, okay, we've seen that before. Maybe we're not interested the next time. That could definitely still happen here.
Yeah,
I, it won't make me buy any more of it. I guarantee you that. We have a couple good
I'm
questions in the chat.
dude.
We have to make
I
sure we get them.
I I'm telling you right now. When Bowman Draft comes out in the fall or whenever it comes out, I'm going to try to buy as many Bowman Draft Sapphire boxes as I possibly can. Uh, I will full send on that without even thinking about any of the draft prospects. If Tom Brady has a card in there, I will buy. Plain and simple. I think that makes me want to buy it. Not so much pulling the auto because it's going to be so tough. But the one thing I like, Topps has done the same thing for a long time, and I think some years they've gotten some stuff right. The polls have been good. Um, Fanatics is trying some new stuff, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to it, give me some products that have some value that you can nickel and dime on. I have never expected to make money off the hobby, right? But I also don't want to buy a $25 box and it literally just be paper. Um, Everybody's in this hobby different for different things. Some people only open one box, a retail box, which is fine. $25 is no big deal. Um, I've always loved sports. The more
Right.
I've gotten into this, the more I've opened. I've learned how to nickel and dime to try to break even opening sports cards and having fun. And sometimes you win big, sometimes you lose bigger than others, and we're all different collectors. But if they keep going to trash products over and over and over, more and more people are not going to buy.
It's it's so interesting the dynamic right now. I know Teapot is a frequent viewer of yours, and he made a video a couple of months back about the kind of the journey that goes on within the hobby. People get back into the hobby. They're excited. They want to chase the players they watch. They want to have fun. Maybe they get into ripping product. Then they got a grade product, and maybe they lose a bunch of money, and then eventually you sort of like you go through cycles where you get sick of doing it over and over again and hoping for a different result, or doing it and just getting the same result, and you get sick of it after a while. And he made a really good video about that, and I'm probably not mentioning all the high points that he hit on, but he works for Sports Card Investor, and Sports Card Investor was at the industry conference, and all Jeff, for like him or hate him, all Jeff was about was how great this was for the hobby, how Fanatics was going to change and be so generationally, transformative. And it's like, how can Teapot make one video? And I know they're both entitled to their own opinion, but when you think about it, I I've never met Jeff in person. Maybe I'll meet him at the National this year. And he seems like a nice guy, but he also has a business in the hobby, and it's in his best interest to pump the hobby. But in the way in which he pumped the hobby is in the exact opposite way that Teapot said that maybe is in the best interest of collectors long term on his channel, which you get where I'm going with that. It's like you've got these sort of like clashes at the moment where it's like Teapot empathizes with the experience that maybe people go through and the cycles they go through. And then Jeff's like, no, hype it. It's like the exact opposite. So I don't know. It is what it is. People are going to do what people do, and
Yeah.
I'm
I
not going to jump into any product except very very specific ones. No matter what happens from here on out, I doubt I buy much more retail. I will only pay attention to products if the odds are good. Print run matters to me. Quality control matters to me, and I'm pretty sure that matters to a lot of people. So I don't think I'm speaking for myself in the minority here. I think I'm speaking for many, many people who think the same way I do. And no matter if you 10x the hobby or not, those are things that won't go away.
That's one of the things I like about the hobby. We're kind of going back and forth here, and it's flowing nice with what I wanted to talk about. I don't know about you, but the one thing I like is like there's so many different ways that people are in this hobby. I have my way, you have your way. There's viewers out here. One of our viewers, Chris, he only buys sealed product and he keeps it sealed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a great way to do it. I've had people try to tell me that's what I should do, but I like to open. And then so somebody mentioned PC sports cards. I recommended this the other night. I had it on my list tonight. PC Sports Cards are a couple brothers. I ran across their channel during the pandemic because they have been a group submitter for a long time, and they were getting monstrous PSA order backs. And he would just be like, I loved it because he'd get these huge orders back. He'd be like, he'd hold up the card, 10, hold up the card, 9, and just rip through these orders. So in 20 minutes, you could watch a 500 card order, and I loved it.
Yep.
And they're starting to change as the pandemic has gone, and now it's gotten back to normal. They're having this challenge. They both started with $1,000. One of them's gonna open sealed product, which that's me, right? Like I'm like, dude, that guy's doing what I do and what I like to do. And then the other brother is taking $100 and buying singles, and they're both gonna tape their journey of the money and they're spreadsheeting it, and they're gonna see who can make the most money or lose the most money by the end of the year. And his newest video today, he was going through the cards. Because I have a lot of people ask, like, hey, will you show how to grade cards? He's showing right on there the cards he bought, which ones he's grading, what he expects to get, and what it's going to be if it tens. And so if you're into that part of it, I really suggest people to check out his channel. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I fully applaud the guy for taking on the challenge of trying to rip product and make money. Just buy the right products, right? The one thing I was thinking as I was watching that promo video for the upcoming challenge, it's like, okay, if you have $1,000 to spend, what do you spend that on? Do you go buy $1,000 of update to start? You go buy the juiciest product you can think of that's the most conserved. Excuse me. The most conserved. You go buy 5 logo fractor boxes, or 2 jumbo boxes, or you probably get them for cheaper now, but jumbo boxes of Bowman, right? Or pick a product that has a very good opportunity in a sample size of 5 to 10 to give you something to start with. So in case you don't hit right out of the box, you don't get crushed either. Yeah. I would definitely not say go out and buy a Prism hobby box. My God, that'd be the worst way to spend $1,000. Good luck getting your money back on that, unless you just hit the lottery. So,
hey, while you're hitting it, do you know what case of cards that he started with? And
no,
before you answer, J&Y Cards donated $49.99. He says the next round of blasters is on me, guys. Keep up the good work. When you've got time, check out my jumbo opening. Pull the red out of 25 Orioles. Dude, J&Y Cards, thank you so much for the dono. I will have to send John a blaster or send him half of this. Dude, you are the man. Thank you for the dono. Awesome. One of the bigger donations I've ever had.
J&Y, thank you for that. I always enjoy your stuff. I like how you do the recaps at the end and kind of tabularize, if that's a word, what you're going to grade, how you're going to kind of hope to come out ahead. I think you do put a lot of research into that. It shows in your videos. You're getting really good at getting a summary together at the end, and I think that's something even I can learn from. So thank you for that. Even though Brett will have to gift that to me, and I trust Brett to do that.
So here's the case that he started with.
Yeah.
2022 Topps Chrome update. And
not a bad choice.
Dude, here's why.
That's not a bad choice.
He went through and he was very specific. This is why his videos are good. If you listen to what he's saying and dissect it, people have been turned off by it really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of cards.
Mm-hmm.
You can nickel and dime. If you get on eBay and look at the raw purples, they're selling pretty strong. He said, even if I bust out, I could still nickel and dime and get my money back. I love the nickel and dime. And it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he goes, you know what? If I open a box and pull a Julio autograph, I'm in the green immediately. And if I don't, it's a free roll. And on top of it, they went through and he talked, and he said they had like 7 total cards. They pulled a bunch, but they had like 7 total cards that they could grade out of all of it. Because
7?
7. I could be wrong on that. Might be 4. Could be
Seems
7.
Like not a lot.
Not a lot, but he said even on that, he said he's gonna dude, it's interesting. I love it. I
I,
love the journey. I'm gonna follow it. It's
that,
amazing.
yeah. So I know we only have 83 people in here watching, so don't everybody go run out and do the same thing. Um, when I was looking at selling through my PSA order that I get back, if if I sell and I make some money, um, one of the things that I was going to think about as a strategy was to buy that low depressed product like that. Even though the quality control is very suspect, I would not buy the mega boxes one bit. But I had two hobby variants. I know it's only a sample size of two, but I pulled an auto out of each, and the quality control was honestly not that bad. I would take another chance on that product, as kicked down in value as it is, for a checklist that's really good. So I think they've made a pretty good choice in terms of buying something that has good upside. A little risky because quality control is what that product was really going to get you with. But if you take that off the table and you can get lucky, heck, that's that's a good checklist. You have really good chance of making your money back on that one.
Yeah, that's for sure. I thought that was interesting. Um,
And that product's what, like $80 a box
dude,
now?
it's
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 so cheap.
it's
Like it's just
cheap.
getting beat down.
You want
Uh,
to know something? I have a case sitting under here sealed, and I'm like, maybe I just need to bust it all open and just get it out there and see let the chips roll,
I,
nickel and dime.
I bought two boxes on Fanatics. I got them with the 15% off, and I had some fan cash to use. And my net on those was like $95 a box. And I was sitting on them. I had them upstairs on my shelf, and I was like, yeah, I bet I open those and they're total trash bags. The quality sucks. And then finally, I was like, I need a video for my channel. Well, what the hell? I'll open one. And the quality was actually good. And I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. So then I busted the other one like 4 days later, and it was better than the first one. And I thought, I need to not forget about this product. This actually did have a good checklist. And even though the pull rates are tough, Julio purples, if you get a couple, they don't come out that infrequently. Like they'll come out like every 4 boxes.
Somebody could comp some Julios right now and put them in the chat. Those purples are selling, even the debuts, they're selling pretty decent. So that
Yeah,
was interesting.
I think you could do okay on that product. In fact, my next PSA order probably has about 4 cards from those two boxes that I will send off.
That's awesome. So one of the other things that I had from the industry conference that somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, what do you think about the buyback? I was surprised that they're doing it again because I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea how much money is involved with that when it's all said and done. Because like think of how many base Goldschmidts and judges there were, and then refractors. I wonder how much money they're going to shell out to these hobby shops for those. That's the first thing that came to my mind. The second thing becomes the not so much collector, but I used to get in breaks all the
Mm-hmm.
time, and I started thinking, man, when Topps Chrome comes out and we're in the heat of the baseball season, and maybe there's an underdog for MVP that's
Mm-hmm.
not on, like, I'm just trying to think of, like the Angels and breaks are never cheap because you have Trout and Otani. They're just not value buys.
Yep.
But let's say like this year, the Cubs are cheap. The Cubs are not going to have an MVP guy. But what if there's somebody in the hunt and you're like, I'm going to pick up the Cubs for $30 and a couple breaks, $30 each. If there's somebody, I'm just trying to think of a team where somebody could, like, oh, how about the Indians?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Jose Ramirez is having a huge year. The Indians are going to be cheap in Chrome. Maybe there's somebody that's busts out that's not Judge. Maybe it's the Brewers, and maybe
Well, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. You could speculate rampantly. I think you could make a list of like 5 guys from each league and probably have them on your radar right away. Just go look at the odds markets even too. I mean, another good thing is like DraftKings. you can go see, like, right now, like, they have prop bets on player awards. You could probably look at that list, like,
Yeah,
at
that's true.
preseason, and see, like, who's the betting market think the odds on favorite is. In fact,
Yeah.
I'll try to look it up right now. I bet
Well,
they
I
have it.
mean, like it's gonna be middle of the season too. Like Chrome doesn't come out to the middle of the season till August. Typically, it was later this year. Um, but I wonder. I don't remember how much the Cardinals were in breaks last year. The Yankees are always pretty expensive in breaks, but I don't know how much the Cardinals were in Chrome breaks last summer. Like or last fall, I should say the fall. That if you bought the Cardinals at a couple breaks and you kept all those Goldschmidt base cards, $20 a piece, paid for all your breaks. But
I must have a good sense of who the betting markets would have picked as the favorites. On your live last night, I think
Otani,
I said
Soto,
Otani and Soto. They're literally the favorites right now.
yeah,
But
they should be. They should be.
if you want a value, they moved the fences in Toronto, so Vlad Jr. is 12-1. And then in the National League, if you want a value bet on Tatis coming back and having a chip on his shoulder the whole year. He's 9-1. So I don't think either of those is a terrible bet.
No, not at all. It's gonna be that buyback is pretty cool to me. That I can't believe they're gonna keep it going. Like I said, I would like to know the money.
We got to
The last thing I have, John, and then we'll move to some basketball since you're the expert of basketball.
yeah.
Next week, Bowman's Best is supposed to come out, and oh boy, I looked today at Bowman's Best, and there's a pre-sale. Looks like it's going to be $300 per box. It's expensive. Bowman's Best is expensive, but you got to keep in mind each box has 4 autographs.
Yep.
So there's usually a couple number cards in there, 4 autographs. There's a couple. There's die cuts usually. There's an atomic refractor in each box. There's 12 refractors. The checklist this year is gonna be loaded. I believe it's 100 cards. I'll double check that. But dude, the rookie class plus the prospects is so nasty. I'm gonna get a case of this. I'm buying a case of this
How
product.
many boxes per case?
8.
Okay, so pretty small.
Yeah, it's
That's
small.
still
8 boxes.
$3,000.
Yeah, I got some credit. I got some credit from the buyback at my hobby shop. Not to cover all of it, but a third of it. And dude, that product's gonna be sick. And the prospects, between the prospects and the rookies,
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I've been excited. I've sold before it even comes out. Uh, it's we'll see. As you can see, I'm excited. Next week, supposed to be next week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll have to keep an eye out for that. If I can sell through some of my PSA order by next week, late next week, maybe I'd buy a box or two. But yeah, that's not a product I've ever played with before.
When does Indie Card Exchange send out that email? Mondays?
On Mondays, about the afternoon usually. So
I'm interested to see what they have pre-sale. If it's like 250 or 275.
I'm gonna guess 325. It's just a guess.
Going bigger.
I want to say, because of the checklist, I'm gonna guess they probably go a little higher on that one. I think it's probably 325. We'll see. I could be wrong.
You want to move on to some basketball?
Yeah, not your cup of tea, but ERB Sports is a big basketball fan. We are 20-ish games away from the NBA playoffs. I know that's not why people tune into Step in the Box, but I'll bore you guys with a little bit of basketball talk before we do a rip. So stay in there, hang in there. If you are a basketball fan, you can agree or disagree with me. But obviously down the stretch here, teams are starting to make moves. Players are starting to kind of get their footing with all the trades that happened at the trade deadline. Right now, I think in the East, the Bucks are white freaking hot. I believe they've won 15 or 16 straight games. I can't remember how they played last night. I think they won again. they're absolutely on fire, and Middleton's not even playing. So that team is rolling. But the Celtics are right there. So I think from a card standpoint, between Giannis and Tatum, those guys are going to probably be your Eastern Conference Finals participants unless something crazy happens. Sixers and Cavs, between Embiid and Mitchell and Garland, I don't know. There could be somebody that emerges there. Then you got the Knicks and the Nets. The Nets are kind of falling. I think the Nets are 2-8 in their last 10 games. They're probably going to fall out of the top 10 before all is said and done. And then that leaves a bunch of play-in teams, including like Trae Young and Pascal Siakam and players like that. So in the East, I think it's the Bucks or the Celtics. Now in the West, it's pretty wide open. I mean, obviously the Nuggets are pretty hot up at the top. Jokic is probably going to win his third in a row for MVP. Ja Morant and the Grizzlies are right there at 2. But nipping at their heels are the Sacramento Kings. My Sacramento Kings. I know I don't live in Sacramento, but I'm a big Kings fan. I was always a Kings fan, even when they had DeMarcus Cousins. You can ask my brother-in-law on that. I was a big DeMarcus Cousins fan. I was a big Kings fan then. And when they got De'Aaron Fox, I've loved him ever since then. So I'm so happy they're good this year. I hope that everything works out for them. But then right behind them, you have this convergence of all these teams that traded for players right ahead of the trade deadline. You've got the Suns and the Warriors and the Clippers and the Mavericks. They're all gunning for the Kings. I don't think all 4 of those teams are going to overtake the Kings. I think the Kings will make sure that they stay in the top 5. They do have a little bit of separation between them and the Mavericks, let's say, and they do own the season series, I believe, against the Mavericks. So really interesting dynamic in the West. It's pretty wide open, and the Kings are just playing white hot right now, right out of the All-Star break, 4-0. I think they keep it rolling on Friday night against the Clippers, and then I think they've got the Timberwolves after that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to still be a Kings fan no matter what, but in the East, I'm riding with the Bucks. I want to say the Kings in the West, but I just don't think I can do it. I do think they're going to win a playoff series, but I think I have a hard time betting against the Warriors. I really don't think we've seen the last of the Warriors. If they make the playoffs and they don't have a play-in game, that Warriors team has extreme experience. They're going to be a tough out, and I could see them going back to the finals. You heard it here first. Maybe I'll be wrong. I wasn't right on my Super Bowl predictions, but right now I'm riding with the Bucks and the Warriors, and I think the Kings are going to win a playoff series.
Dude, what's this news with Ja Morant? What happened with this cat? Did you?
I don't know.
I saw something. I thought I saw something pop up where something in his mom. I don't know. Maybe I missed that.
I don't know. Let's check here. Ja Morant accused in police reports of punching teen. Oh, yeah. That's not good.
I saw that pop up. That was one thing. And then tonight on Chicago Sports Talk, there was something with Zach LaVine. He's like scored the most points, 41 points, with 0 assists and 1 rebound. Like it was some obscure stat, like it's never been done. Where because he just how do you not get assists when you're scoring 41 points? Creating for other people. My Bulls are terrible. It's hard to watch them.
Yeah, I didn't mention the Suns. I think somebody in the chat probably wanted me to mention the Suns, but they're going to be a hard out too with Durant and that team now if they stay healthy. I just don't know if Durant can make them. They were not dysfunctional before Durant, but Durant has a tendency, unless it's the Warriors, because it's a really good organization, that he makes teams a little bit dysfunctional. So I don't know. I'm not sold on the Suns, but obviously that team is stacked from a lineup perspective, but it's all about the starters because they have no depth left. So.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know, man. I don't watch too much NBA these days. I've lost some interest.
I only watch the Kings.
The one other thing with the news, I saw the replay of Gavin Lux running the bases, and he just took an awkward step tore his ACL. He was crushed in his interview, dude. He's from Kenosha, which isn't far from here, Kenosha, Wisconsin. And you feel bad for the kid because he would have been the starting shortstop for the Dodgers. Would have loved to see it, but that sucks, dude. Sucks. Any um any minor league news from the chat, man? I haven't been keeping up. I saw Julio hit a bomb. Water the other day went 3 for 4. Almost went for the cycle. You know, the
Yeah.
um the the season is kicking off, and the sports cards are starting to go nuts on eBay, guys. If you got some cards, get them listed if you're looking to sell. Um,
Yeah,
it's been a while.
this is one time baseball season. The baseball season lead in is actually going to probably spike the market a little bit.
Yeah, the prices are going up on a lot of stuff. So if you're selling cards, I know some people don't sell any cards, which is fine. But if you need to sell some cards, get on eBay this week, next couple weeks, list some cards because people are out there buying right now. Chris Longwell says the Detroit Tigers still suck. That's pretty funny.
I
But
forgot about that. KC mentioned the Kings started in KC. Actually, a couple people. I'm not from Sacramento. I'm from Wisconsin originally. If I think Shiloh asked that question. I lived near Sacramento, between kind of Sacramento and Golden State, where they were playing in Oakland. I kind of lived halfway in between both, so I sort of adopted those teams as sort of a hometown team for a couple of years when I was out there. So, but I was always a DeMarcus Cousins fan, even when he was back at Kentucky. So he's just not a very good person, although I think he has a good heart. I think he just gets a bad rap. So, but I think off the court, I think he's a decent person. Hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy like brandish a gun, like Ziggy said here. I don't know if that was that Ja that did that. That's
I,
kind of crazy.
I hope not, man. There's do you see that
There's a lot of hobby money tied up in Ja. If he all of a sudden turns into like not good, oh my goodness, can you imagine? I mean, Zion was already fragile enough from that draft class, and if Ja goes, whew, wow, that can't happen. I can't believe Ja couldn't be that stupid. Maybe I don't know. He's a
yeah.
young kid. People do stupid things.
Is it time?
I don't know. Is it time? I haven't been really catching up with the chat. Did I miss any good nuggets of things we want to circle back on?
There was a lot of stuff in the chat, but I was kind of going through.
Peter, yeah, let's go Heat. You must be from the Miami area. You know, Tyler Hero, he went to he went to a high school that is not too far from where I grew up, Whitnell High School in the Milwaukee area. I think I grew up about 15 miles from there. So, yeah, they could be good. They have good depth. They just I don't know, where are they in the East? They're 7th, so they'll make the playoffs as a play-in participant or maybe a 6th seed if the Nets keep dropping. So yeah, they could be a dark horse.
Here you go, John. The
Yep.
link is in the chat for John's channel. We gotta talk him off the ledge, guys. We gotta get 25 subscribers tonight. Hit it up, man.
Yeah. So I made a bet with Brett. So I check in periodically on my channel. I'm trying to make videos every day. I don't have even 400 subscribers, but I've made over 200 plus videos. But I joke with Brett. I said, Brett, I'm going to get to 500 videos before I get to 500 subscribers. I said, it is a slow crawl and it's a grind. And I don't do it for that reason, but it is rewarding when you feel like there's at least some people that find fulfillment and entertainment in you bantering on about cards, whether it's in a card opening video, whether it's in a betting video, whether it's in I got some eating contests coming up. So anybody that that wants to tune in, I will keep making the content. I'll try to make it daily. And the challenge is on. 500 subscribers or 500 videos. Which one comes first?
Get her done, buddy. Somebody asked about Allen & Ginter Chrome. I love Allen & Ginter. The Chrome makes it even better. I would love to buy some, but I'm not going to. I've had to really just over the last year kind of reduce what I'm doing and narrow the margins. You just can't. You cannot buy everything these days. If you are, it's just impossible. There's too much stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the subs there, guys. Yeah, you guys like the food challenge videos, so I do too. Sadly, I'm not Randy Santel. Although I know Randy Santel, I've talked to him a couple times. When he comes to Indy next time, I don't know when he will, but they're in Australia right now. But we said the next time he comes to Indy, I'm going to be on his channel doing eating challenges with him at a bunch of local restaurants. So for me, that's a challenge to get prepared for that. So I've got to grow my capacity a little bit. Randy's had a little bit of head start. He's got over like 1,200 food challenges he's accomplished. That guy stretched his stomach out so many times. He's got amazing capacity. I've got speed though. I think that's one thing I do have that I always have going for me is I have the element of speed. So if it's a short contest, I can hang with even the top eaters.
What a night, huh?
Yeah. You want to
Let's do
a
it.
box?
Yeah,
bet?
let's do it.
Let's call it in the chat. Who's winning tonight? I won last week on the last pack mojo with a Wit Black relic. Although I would call that like a solid double win. It wasn't a home run. I'm still waiting for that home run to come out of a box where I beat the crap out of Brett. But what am I going 8-12 with a win, or am I going 7-13?
I was pretty happy with that short print that I got last week. I thought for sure that was going to win the box. So, that's the beautiful thing about these blasters this year, or 2022 update. Each of us should get either a short print or a
numbered card.
A numbered card, and sometimes you get two. KC Car Connection says winner gets the super chat money. Good luck on the rip, fellows. Thanks for the 19.99. You are the man, KC. Holy crap. Please check out KC's channel. He's been doing an awesome job. I've been enjoying the content. Been watching. You are the man. Here we go. I always open.
I can't shake getting golds out of blasters. I can't shake it. I want another color. I don't want a gold. Every blaster I've opened in the last however many weeks, I've gotten a gold out of. I got another gold here coming. But
until you pulled J-Rod gold.
I know, right? There's something ahead of it. Oh, it's the wrong guy.
Oof. If you guys could put the link to KC's channel,
please
hit up KC's channel.
Man. Oh, that's brutal. Keep pulling that card over and over again. I need a short print to win because that gold was not very good.
So I got a J-Rod Stars of the MLB, which is about a $3 card. I looked at that on eBay today.
I have the same right now.
I've got a full box full of J-Rod Stars of the MLB, like 100 of them.
Holy cow!
It's insane, dude.
That is
so. Insane. I'm actually going to pull those all out of a box and do a short with all the J-Rods that I have. Silver foil, nothing good. Scuba.
Which type of pack do the short prints usually come in? Do they come in the pack with the relic or a different one?
No, usually a different one. Everybody's missing 2022 update. We're all going to go back a couple years from now and go, man, 2022 update was amazing.
This box has been ice cold so far.
Hey, it's usually just one pack. It either has the good one or the SP.
I've got the Hoosier Pulls lookalike. Nestor Cortez.
That's why the blasters aren't quite as good, in my opinion, because it's usually one pull $25. And it's like you either hit it or you don't. Where the hangers, you open up a couple of them. Wish I could find hangers, but the hangers are gone, guys.
Yeah, hangers are long gone unless you want to buy them through like Steel City or eBay.
Otani insert. Hopefully it's not coming down to something like that. So far, probably that. I had a Brandon Marsh relic. I love the Chris's comment that's still on the screen. JA equals jackass athlete.
Maybe I get a black relic again. We get lucky.
I got a gold coming up.
You got a gold?
Who is it?
Got a blue.
That one ain't getting it done.
Not going to get it done?
Rodriguez, pitcher, non-rookie. Not good. This box is looking like a dud.
Yeah, this one's been kind of bad. You guys might want a rematch on this one, like right back to back, because I don't think a tie on a $3 card is going to get it done.
We might have to go to box 2.
I might have to go upstairs and get another box.
Michigan and Illinois go to overtime. Again. So far, Hank Aaron. I'm down on my last bet, guys.
Me too.
This blaster's been sponsored by Hefty.
Ooh.
Total trash bags.
Okay, so I got a Seiya Suzuki on the relic.
The relic.
And I've got a J-Rod Stars of the MLB.
I tell you what, that doesn't sound too much better than my box. You got any packs left?
I do. No, that was my last pack.
Jordan Luplow Blue.
My gold was a Gary Sanchez. That's not going to get it done. I had a Bobichette on the black gold. That's not.
These were bad. These were bad.
Well, you got some boxes handy. I got to go upstairs. If you want to do another box, we could do.
I'll do another box because this is bad.
It's like
Marsh.
So why don't we do double or nothing? The winner of the next box goes 2-0 for the night, or 0-2.
Sounds good. I'll do that.
I'll be right back.
Dude, those were bad boxes, guys. We are going to double down on the blasters, the master blasters. Let's pick the right one. Come on, baby. Is this the winner? Mark says have 3 blasters, 3 hangers, and 8 packs that have stashed away. That's a good idea, man. Thanks again to KC and JMI Cards for those donos tonight. You guys are the best. I'll be opening up some more Series 1 jumbos tomorrow, one of them. And then I still have some blasters of update to open still.
You open it already?
I didn't open it yet. I'm getting ready to. I was just buying some time. Okay, Mark says my LCS
$50. I shouldn't open these then. I'm just like wasting money.
They're just, you know what they're doing with that? No, here's what they're doing. They have them out so people can look at them. Nobody's going to buy them. In a few months, they're probably going to go up, but it is what it is.
The 4 hangers I pulled on my channel, for those who just subscribed, go watch it. They were actually really good. Probably 4 of the best hangers I've had. Although
coming up.
The Meyer blister packs, I missed the Meyer blister packs of updates. Those were fire for me.
Yeah, that's you know what? I didn't go by Meyer because I don't think they were gonna be there. But I'm interested to see if the Meyer blisters for Series 1 have 2 purples or 1. Because the packs, I don't think are gonna have any hits.
I agree. I don't think they're gonna be very good. The packs
Retail blue, Austin Meadows.
It's in my opinion, that's purple or blessed.
That's for sure. My relic was not even a rookie this time, Matt Chapman.
Okay, I need to make sure I don't pull a gold. Because every blaster, I feel like all I get is golds.
There's lots of golds and blasters. That's for sure.
No. I don't want to get people's hopes up because it's not what I thought it was. Bobby Witt base. That's not going to get it done. I doubt it.
No.
Pro
Shadow says Julio HFA.
Lizardo, Stott. Okay. 2 packs in. Nothing doing.
Yeah, there's the life of blasters, baby.
I mean, some of them can be so good, and then some of them are just very mediocre.
That's the thing I've noticed with these blasters. You can go through 5 to 10 with nothing, then all of a sudden just get on some nuts. Here, I'll put John's channel in there.
Nothing.
There's the link right there.
Griffey.
So far, my best card's Bobby Witt, stars in the MLB.
Well, a Bobby Witt base would beat that.
In that first box, I didn't pull any base of those big dogs. Not one of them. I haven't pulled a Julio, a Bobby.
Whew. Not good.
Dude, I hope we don't have to go to a third one.
We don't. This is like playing a game of war.
Okay, I have a blue parallel of one of the inserts. There's a base Torkelson.
I have another gold.
Dude, the blasters are loaded with golds, man.
It's like every box I get a gold. It's probably a bet. I mean, if I get a good gold, it's game over.
Manny Ramirez, blue retail. Paragons of the postseason. Black gold, Nolan Arenado.
Not gonna get it done.
Dude, these are looking rough tonight, guys.
Julio, stars of the MLB. And I want the striker blasters, the ones that had all the hits in them.
I want another Julio gold.
These are very,
You
very.
say you don't want gold. I want a gold with a Julio.
I mean, I don't mind the gold if it's somebody good.
I have not had a numbered card for a short print. Is it last pack mojo time?
Last pack
mojo. I don't think so. There's a J-Rod base, finally. And nothing, dude. I don't think there was a numbered card in that one.
No?
No, unless I just missed it. But I don't think I did. I'll do a quick look for an advanced stat. But that box was spot. I tell you what, I got back-to-back Jack hefty boxes. Talk about theory of due-ness. Just making sure there wasn't like an advanced stat in there.
I don't want to win on a technicality, right? Like a Witt base or a Torque 87. That should not be a win. No way.
My best cards is Julio base, dude, and that
would probably beat me.
I don't want to win on a base card.
I didn't even.
RS Rip says, how many J-Rods is that, Brett? I would say it's like, I don't know, somewhere in the 130 range. I'll count them up tomorrow. Are you done with your box?
Yes.
You ready to go for a triple header?
Yeah, we can do that. If I keep grabbing from the same, I have 2 stacks of blasters. I don't know. I'll just grab it again. Get another vet goal. That's what's going to happen. Just got to bet.
You better grab 2, dude.
Oh, all right. Round 3.
Round 3. In case we need to go back, we might be ripping for a whole night here, guys. These have not been 2 good blasters. Rip some more, guys. We are, Mark. Triple header. Oh, my gosh. Mark says, will logo fractor boxes hit 250? They might, man. You might want to think about selling those, Mark. They're on the increase. Chris says Tops took 12 days to send my Wit Chrome Auto. Sick. Congrats. That's pretty quick, man.
I swear, maybe these have been like sitting on the shelf so long it like soaked in the non goodness of retail Series 1.
Dude, I did not have a number card in that one.
I'm
I had
shocked.
that blue.
I pulled 2 vet golds, no short prints. You're supposed to get a short print out of a blaster like every 6 or 7 boxes. I am well into probably 7 or 8 boxes
Let me see
against
something.
you from the same lot of cards, and I have not had a short print.
1 in 42 packs, yeah. Theory of Dunas, baby.
Theory of Dunas, man. These are brutal.
This ending to the video has gone
Woo.
an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is like we're in NASCAR overtime, right? We keep throwing the caution.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be the box for one of us.
It has to be. It's agonizing to go $100 deep into this and get nothing more than a $3 or $4 card. But it can be like
Henley
that.
Jansen Rainbow Foil. I got a Torkelson relic card, which is like, I mean, it's not awful, but it's
That's
not
probably
what you want.
$4.
Otani insert. It's got to be something better than that.
Has to be.
Yeah, Shiloh says you open 3 or 4 nothing, then all of a sudden, whammy, a big dog.
Well, the good news
Okay.
is I'm destined to open all the ones on my shelf.
So here's the one thing that I've noticed. The boxes that have the chromes, the Stars of MLB Chrome, seem to have something. And this one has the Stars of the MLB Chrome. Because did your first 2 boxes have the Stars of the MLB Chrome in them?
Yeah, the second one did, and it didn't have anything really that great in it.
All right. My theory.
No,
So
it really didn't.
had a chrome that had the gold behind it. Not a good gold.
Maybe
Yankee gold, non-rookie.
I don't want to win on like a single. I want to win on a home run.
I hear you. I got a decent stack of rookies in this pile, but nothing like.
Brett's trying to give me a chance to catch up. He really is.
I'm trying, man.
You know, I'm 7 and 12. You know, if I win go 3-0 here, then I would be 10 and 12. So
I'm not liking my odds on this box now that I pulled that gold because.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you pull the gold, and then it's like, okay, the rest of it's kind of gonna suck.
There's another J-Rod.
I'm still waiting
J-Rod.
on a short print.
I will not complain about a base J-Rod.
Whew.
Those are about $5 right now, I think.
$5, yeah.
Base J-Rods.
Wow. 3 packs to go.
Are we putting people to sleep yet with these? Logan Webb's a base. I checked the Logan Webb because he's got a short print.
Another gold. My goodness. That's 3 boxes in a row. I'm not going to complain too much, but you would like some variance of something different.
Yeah. Never complain about a gold. If you pull a gold J-Rod, I don't want to hear you complaining.
It's not. It's Garrett Cooper.
Coop.
I got 2 packs to go. Can I get a short print, maybe?
So
we're going to have to go with Parada. We're just showing everybody right now how bad update can actually be occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, dude. That's why you got to open 100 of them. But I will show this box off of why you can nickel and dime. This box has been like a nickel and dime box. I'm down to my last pack right here.
Are you still at the best one is a J-Rod base?
Yeah. But I'm going to show people why a nickel and dime works on some of these boxes too. Here's a decent card. Bobby Witt Jr. Black Gold. Not a blue, but a pretty good card. Good enough that I like it. I don't feel good about it. Unreal.
Oh man, this has been brutal.
Brutality.
Yeah, that box completely sucked. It's
All
probably
right, so here, let me show people in the chat if they care or not. But this is a true nickel and dime box. The Torkelson Relic, Anya base, Abrams base, Anya insert, Torkelson base, Suzuki base, J-Rod Stars MLB, J-Rod base, and the Bobby Witt Black Gold. Like, that is the classic nickel and dime box. Big time. We go into a fourth box or what? Or are you going to call that on a Bobby Witt Black Gold?
You know,
Do you want to lose to that? Or do you want to go another one?
I kind of want to go another one, but
Your call.
Boxes were destined to be opened anyway. It's just we won't have many more box battles because I only have like 5 left.
All right, guys, you heard it from John. We're doing another one.
5 or 4?
RS Rip says do a hanger. Dude, I have no hangers left, brother.
I've got hangers left.
I got no hangers on me.
All right, box number 4. I'm going to grab one.
My sister has 7 hangers that I'm not picking up for like 3 more weeks. This is not good. We're getting crushed. One more. Another one, Luke says. Another one. Jumbo pack of Series 1. I kind of want to do that, but I don't. Hanger versus Blaster. I don't like that, Peter, because I don't have the hanger. I feel like I'm outgunned on that one, brother. Stu. I need him here now, brother. Appreciate that care package coming, Stu.
All right, box number 4.
Dude, I can't believe we're going 4 boxes deep.
I mean, I got some decent, like you said, nickel and dime stuff. There's a handful of 87 Torque rookies. There's, I don't know. Certainly, we've got to work like hell to get your money back out of it. I probably burned $40 already.
Another one. A few people mentioned do super hangers, Series 1, but I really don't want to open up a Series 1 jumbo. I'd rather do a full video on that. All right, I'm going to my relic. Let me get my base cards out of the way.
I finally didn't get a gold. I got a green.
All right, we're getting into the short print territory, guys. I mean, between the two of us, we should have hit a short print already.
I won.
What'd you pull?
I think I won. I'm gonna save it. I peeked.
Nah, I want to see it, man. I want to see it. There ain't no peeking on this because I want to come back and let's see it.
I'm pretty sure that's a Bryson Stott green.
Bryson Stott, Ice Baby Green.
I don't know what that's worth, but oh yeah, and it's not the rookie debut either.
The base, that's a good one. I was thinking you were gonna pull out a Julio or something. Another Julio base. Now we're on some base Julios.
Well, now we get greedy on this box because I already got a
Royce.
Probably get a short print now too.
Another J-Rod. So the nickel and dime pile's growing for me.
That one looks crispy too. I don't even know. Anybody got a comp on that card? What is the price?
I got a blue coming up. I got a blue. Oh, be a J-Rod, please. Is this the cards backwards? Oh, I don't know why. Dylan Tate. Nobody.
We're definitely stopping here because I didn't pull another gold. Win or lose, we'll stop here.
Hunter Green, retail blue.
Oh
I
man,
love those, dude.
that's pretty good.
That's a cool card. Now, if that had been a Julio, I'd have been super pumped. These cards are nice. Illinois beats Michigan 91-87. Let's go. ILLINI. That's a cool. I'll sleeve that card. That's a cool card. Dude, this box, even though, again, so far, I still got 4 packs to go. There's a nice spread.
I still got four packs to go.
Let's see here. Man. MJ Melendez insert rookie.
I'm still waiting for the 2-hit box. The stat's like $5. That sucks.
I hope the blue is not my hit like that first box.
That stinks.
This one's got a retail blue in it too. So the blue insert now just a base. Come on, be a Julio. Julio. J. Rutt. J. Rutt. Who is it? Not going to get it done. Luis Gilmore, retail blue.
I think you've opened 4 blasters on your channel for a rip that was better than this.
Yeah. Compared to, I mean, dude.
Most of them. Like, these are like ice cold across the board for both of us.
No short print yet.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I'm down to my last pack.
Same here.
Last pack mojo. Come on, baby. Let's see here. I got a chrome. Is there gold behind it?
Man,
Suzuki rookie.
can't believe no short prints in like how many boxes now?
You guys are setting money on fire, kind of like my usual breaks, Eric says.
You guys are setting money on fire yet? We are.
Tim Castro, that's nothing.
I mean, what would we expect if we'd have done box battles week after week? We'd open the same boxes. They would have just sat there. I got a
Bobby
now.
Bobby insert.
All right.
I mean, again,
my best card is that Stott or the Torque relic. And yeah.
Hunter Green, double overtime thriller for the Illini. My Hunter Green blue. I did have a couple other highlights. Royce Lewis black gold in that box. Another J-Rod base, third J-Rod base in 4 boxes. Suzuki rookie and a J-Rod Stars MLB to add to my pile. I'm going to do a short on that, guys. It's going to be crazy to see how many we have. I don't feel good about that, though.
About what?
About those 4 boxes.
No, I would have been better leaving.
Mark says, sorry, you're both losers on this one.
I mean, can we just take a draw and go 2 and 2 each? I don't know.
I'd be all right with that.
I mean, we were looking for a home run. I don't want to go 5 boxes deep.
No. RS Rip says tie this week. I'd be good with that.
First box. We ended up with 3.
My gosh.
I mean, you're right. You can nickel and dime at least $40 back out of what we just
Yeah,
said.
I mean, after 4 boxes, this is what a huge stack of inserts looks like. Some of the better stuff I put on the side.
I got like multiples of these, multiples of the Torque 87, Suzuki and Torque relics, lots of golds. The Stott, I mean, if you grade the Stott and like he pops off, then that could be a good card. But
yeah,
it'd be better if it was a red. Maybe a color match. This kind of clash. Well, it's just Christmas colors, so that complements.
Oh man.
Actually, that is kind of, the Phillies Christmas card right here.
You know what's going to happen, guys? We're going to go off live here, and I got this one blaster out of place, like my OCD. I have the one that's individual compared to the others that are lined up, and I'm going
He's
to
gonna
open
open
it.
it up. He does this every time we end the live. We go back,
I'm
and,
going to pull
and
some.
then Brett opens one and he pulls something better than he's pulled in the whole video.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, well, that was a fun episode. We talked about the top industry. We talked within that, talked a little NBA, Bowman's best. Got to give a big shout out to JNY Cards. Hit up his channel. Got to give a big shout out to say KC Card Connections channel. Thanks for the donation, guys. Make sure I'm going to one more time. Let's make John's night. There's the link to his channel, ERB Sports. Let's get him 25 subs.
He just
Just
wants
to,
me to lose that challenge. That's what he
yeah.
wants. He does. We bet on a hobby box that I would either send him or he would send me. So
So we'll have to just pump it out there.
I'm
The
kidding.
pump.
I like gambling. What can I say?
Man, stay tuned for both channels. John's going to be ripping, doing stuff. Me too. Got any party shots, John?
No, yeah. I think the only thing for me from a basketball standpoint, Kings play tomorrow back-to-back. Big weekend series for them. De'Aaron Fox, rising superstar in this league. You heard it here first. Hopefully good things to come. So besides that, a lot of choices out there for those in the market for baseball cards. Obviously, Fanatics is trying to build an empire, and we're here to keep them in check and make sure that we call them out when there's bad ideas and support the good ones. So thanks again for everybody tuning in. Thanks for all the subs during this live. Really appreciate that. And yeah, till next time, Brett. I don't have anything else. What do you got?
Hey, thanks again for joining in. It was a great interaction as usual. Stay tuned for the next episode of Batter Up. Until next time, peace.
Take care, everybody.